All right. Welcome back, my regular viewers, listeners, and watchers. And of course, if you happen to be here for the very first time, welcome. Before I go any further, my name is Rahul George, India's premier eye hypnosis life healer coach and your personal guide. So today's theme is an interesting one. And I was talking to a friend of mine a little while back about their business, and especially as healers and coaches, a lot of times we spend a large portion of our focus, of our investment, of the time on learning the skills, and we don't spend as much on the business of doing what we do. And so sometimes we can get a little blindsided. I know I've had this experience over many, many years, many, many times. But something that I've come to understand is, of course, that when you give yourself enough time, you can make a shift in how you want to be able to make yourself known, how you want to be able to make yourself available, accessible to your customers, to your students, um, and ultimately your customers become your clients. And that's really when you can do the work that you know that you're meant to do, especially when you've tapped into, maybe your purpose, maybe your mission, maybe, that knowing that you're supposed to do this really amazing work. And so a lot of times until you actually have your your customers, it's a very lonely, it's a very painful place to be, because you know that you have a lot to give, but you're not sure how to do it. So something I can definitely tell you from past experience, and especially nowadays, a lot of this can shift when you tap into the power of ideas. And I've seen this happen very often, especially when I talk to my clients, when I, work with my clients on their, uh, not only their business, but also their mindset. And so maybe if you've been somebody that's been struggling and you find yourself keep getting caught up um, you know, in your own ideas, and you're not able to, open your mind to more possibilities. One of the things that can shift is when you have community, when you have people around you who you trust or who you have built a rapport with, and when you're willing to brainstorm, you're willing to let ideas float around, then sooner or later you can arrive at something that is not just an idea, but is the start of something truly magical in your life. I say this because there are many, many times, whether it's this year or last year or over the years, when allowing the idea to grow has led to massive shifts in my own life. So, just another reminder to you, especially if you are a healer, if you're a coach or you're a healer coach like me, it's really useful, it's really beneficial to have community with whom you can bounce off ideas. And that is truly when you're able to tap into the power of your ideas or power of the collective. So I've said this before and I'll say it again: if there's any way in which I can help you on your journey, please do reach out and let me know. There are, of course, several ways in which you can not only benefit from connecting with me, but also our community. We do, of course, meet every Monday and Friday at 6 p.m. Indian Standard Time. This is one way for you to connect with us, one way for you to connect with me live in the community. These are community sessions. These, of course, happen where we focus on different themes that are connected to the life of a healer, a coach, and of course, maybe if you just happen to be at that stage where you're more focusing on your own personal development, your self-development, you'll find that these sessions are very, very powerful. And apart from this, we do have a couple of tracks. We have the foundation track, which is a 3-day process, and this happens every week. We roll out a new batch every week with the intention of helping you truly tap into the power of your identity, and of course, letting go of toxic habits, and eventually making a room in your life to have money breakthroughs. So, wishing you, of course, all the very best on your journey, and not just having the foundation program in place, but we have the advanced and the mastery. So, if these are things that you're looking for or this interests you, come join us and see for yourself how this can make a difference in your life. And of course, having said all of that, remember to live your purpose. God bless. And of course, I wish you all the very best. And may the ideas keep growing in your life. Till the next one, take care. Bye bye.